Remembering the victims of the tragedy in Uvalde, Texas, we're learning new details about the young children and the teachers who were killed in their classroom. We're also learning more about the gunman. Hello, everyone. Welcome to The Rundown. I'm Robin Winston. Grief and anger are slowly replacing the shock of Tuesday's mass shooting in which a gunman opened fire inside an elementary school, killing 21 people. Authorities say he gave no warning about the massacre except for private messages he sent on Facebook 30 minutes before the shooting. A spokesperson for Meta, Facebook's parent company, says the warnings were sent in private, one-on-one messages that weren't found until after the shooting. He added that Facebook is cooperating with law enforcement. The shooter's aunt says that she has no idea why her nephew would have targeted that school.
My heart aches. I have babies. My son goes to the same school. My heart hurts for everyone right now.
Authorities say the gunman legally bought two AR-15 style rifles days after he turned 18. One was used in the shooting. The other was found outside his grandmother's car, which he crashed in a ditch near the school. Investigators have not yet found any connection between him and the elementary school he targeted. There are conflicting reports about whether he had a juvenile police record and had no past treatment for mental illness. Some onlookers say authorities should have acted faster to stop the shooting. In this video, you can see angry and upset parents yelling at police officers outside the school. We want to point out it's unclear when the video was taken Tuesday and what actions law enforcement was taking at that time. A man who lived across the street from the school told the Associated Press that he saw people pleading with police to go into the school but saw no officers enter. The director of the Texas Department of Public Safety says it was between 40 minutes to an hour from when the gunman opened fire on a school resource officer until the time that a tactical team eventually killed the gunman. He did not explain why it took that long, but a department spokesperson later said they could not give a solid estimate on the timeline. NBC News has reached out to the Texas DPS for clarification. We want to show you the faces of the lives lost at Robb Elementary School. These are all 19 students and the two teachers. The victims include A. Jo Garza and Alexandria Rubio. Both were celebrated that day for making the honor roll. Uzziah Garcia, his grandfather described him as the sweetest boy he'd ever known. There's Tess Mata, who loved TikTok dance videos and getting her hair curled, and teachers Eva Morales and Irma Garcia, who died trying to protect their students. Governor Gavin Newsom is now fast-tracking legislation aimed at reducing gun violence. He has now vowed to expedite more than 12 new gun laws.
We know these policies work to save lives.
Some of those policies include limiting firearm advertising to minors and allowing people to sue gun manufacturers for weapons used illegally. Reaction is mixed.
Bravo. Bravo. People who obstruct common sense gun regulation. We just have to vote them out.
It's not going to stand in court. It will be struck down.
And lawmakers in Washington could be close to passing a new gun law. Some Republicans appear open to passing a red flag law, which allows a court to order the confiscation of guns from someone who is deemed a threat. Here in Southern California, some schools are stepping up security after the shooting. The Los Angeles Unified School District's new superintendent says the district is taking additional measures to keep students safe. They include marking so-called safe corners in every classroom, adding technology to monitor the perimeter of schools, and reducing the number of entry points. The district says it will also look into enhanced mental health services.
We will make significant investments in safety improvements in schools, technological improvements, rapid response training, social and emotional support, which is indispensable to this type of issue.
Last year, the LA Board of Education voted to replace school police officers with staff trained in de-escalation. But LA Unified says it will expand its collaboration with law enforcement to shorten the response time during emergencies. You can get breaking news developments on the Texas school shooting on NBCLA.com, the NBCLA app, and of course here on our streaming platforms. Before you start making plans for your Memorial Day weekend, let's first get an update on the forecast with meteorologist Belinda Leon.
Hi, Robin. Well, we've had very warm temperatures lately, but now we have a pattern change. That area of high pressure that was bringing us the heat, that's moving towards the east. And now we have an area of low pressure in the Pacific Northwest that's going to be digging into our region, causing a trough to develop in the jet stream and causing a cool down in our forecast. Here's an example. Look at the trend in Moreno Valley. We have 80s on Thursday, Friday, low 80s. Then over the holiday weekend, the temperatures will be comfy in the 70s for all those backyard barbecues. It gets hot again as we start off a brand new month. Now, not only are we seeing a cool down, we're also going to see more cloud cover over the weekend and difficult traveling conditions in the deserts. We have a wind advisory for Sunday in the Antelope Valley, where gusts could get up to 45 miles per hour. Safe travels wherever you're headed and enjoy the cooler weather.
The Memorial Day holiday travel period is now officially underway. AAA estimates more than 39 million people will travel this weekend, and it's already getting extra busy at the airports. Parking structures at LAX were already filling up Wednesday, as 320,000 locals are expected to travel by air. LAX officials are urging people to reserve parking spots before heading out. Don't forget to do that. AAA says that this year will be the 4th busiest Memorial Day travel weekend on record. Freeways are also expected to be more congested than usual as well. And a reminder, the CDC is once again recommending that people put their mask on when in crowded areas like airports. If you're taking public transportation or catching an Uber in LA County, masking is still required. New data from the state shows that COVID cases are rising in each of California's 58 counties. It may be time to start thinking about a more drought-friendly lawn. The LA City Council voted to limit outdoor watering to twice a week. This will impact all residential and commercial LADWP customers. Here are the other rules that come along with this. Sprinklers can only be left on for 8 minutes on permitted watering days, and watering will be prohibited between 9 in the morning and 4 in the afternoon. This kicks in June 1st. Violators will get a warning before getting hit with a fine. Fire restrictions are starting a month early in San Bernardino National Forest. Usually fire season starts around September or October, but that has changed due to dry conditions and warming temperatures. Visitors will no longer be allowed to build or maintain any type of fire. This includes campfires or charcoal fires, except in a National Forest provided campfire ring or barbecue grills in approved areas. Johnny Depp had his final say in his $50 million defamation trial against ex-wife Amber Heard. During testimony, he claimed Heard hit him during their honeymoon in 2015.
I took a pretty good shot to the face, to the eye, to somewhere up here. So I had a bit of a shiner. It all ended, and then everything got fine again, and we'd go to dinner, and it was all fine.
Depp is suing Heard after she accused him of domestic violence. Ellen DeGeneres is taking a final bow. After nearly 20 years and over 3,200 episodes, she got teary-eyed on the series finale of her talk show.
20 years ago, when we were trying to sell the show, no one thought that this would work. Not because it was a different kind of show, but because I was different. And here we are 20 years later celebrating this amazing journey together.
Fans heard Ellen give her last monologue Thursday. Jennifer Aniston also stopped by. She was the very first guest on the talk show back in 2003. It's so hard to say goodbye. We're going to miss you, Ellen, but hey, you're always welcome to come on over to the Rundown and hang out with us. That's if you're free. I'm just saying, you're always welcome. You can always get news and weather updates on the NBCLA app and on our website, NBCLA.com. And be sure to tune into Today in LA on NBC4 weekdays from 4 to 7 a.m. I'll be helping you get around with the traffic reports throughout the morning. I'll see you next time on The Rundown.